Hello, this is Paul from Foresight Tech. Welcome to Calculus 1. In the first chapter, we're going to review functions we learned from pre-calculus. And for this one, we explore graph of function. Can I look at this question? Suppose we have a graph. We don't have an explicit formula for the function, but we can explore something for the function, right? The first question, state the value of f at 1. So this function f at 1, when x equals 1, what is y? Okay, so we know this is how high the function, right? Okay, how high is this point? Here's 1, 2, 3. So we definitely find that it's 3, right? Okay, so the first question is f1 is 3. Let me see. So we have the first f at 1 equals 3. So how about the second? Estimated the value of f at -1. F at -1 we can see. Here's 0, here's x equals -1. So the point A on the graph is this. How high? We don't know exact value, but we know it's less than is greater than -0.5, right? So probably we can say is -0.3 do approximation only. So for this question, second, we say f at -1 approximate -0.3. So only do approximation. Approximation. Okay, or we say approximate. Look at the third questions. For what the value of x such that f for x equals 1. F x equals 1 means what? We draw a horizontal line. Okay, this is f equals 1, y equals 1. You find a 2 in the set, so 2 points. So look at the x. Here is 0. What is here? Here is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So we find a 2 point. Okay, which means x equals 1 or 3. So for the third questions, we find when x equals 0 or 3, 0 or 3, equals 0 or 3. The function f equals 1. Okay, so did the first part. I have the second 3 questions for you. Can you look at this? So they are the same, okay, the same graph for the functions. The question D, estimate the value for x such that f x equals 0. F x equals 0 means what? Can we see? F x 0, you draw a horizontal line, which is y equals 0, right? F equals 0. Find only 1 intercept. This is the x-intercept you learned, right? So what is x? Between -1, here's -1, here's 0. So probably we can do approximation again, right? So if we do approximation, probably less than -0.5. I approximate -0.6. Okay. So for the question D, I say when x approximate -0.6, the function f x equals 0. Okay, we don't have exact value. We only do approximation. Okay, to approximate again. One more. State the domain of the function. What the domain? The domain we see the x. Can we see x? From this point, the biggest, the maximum x here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the domain is from -1 to 4, right? Okay, so what the range? -2, here is -2, here is 4. So -2 to 4 is the domain. What is the range? The range is the y, right? So the minimum y is here. Can we see? The maximum y is there. Here is -1. So here is 3. So the domain, the range of y, the range of the function is from -1 to 3. Okay, so I put the result here. So the domain is -2 to 4. The range is -1 to 3. Okay, the last questions. On what interval f is increasing? What is increasing? Okay, it's from the left look to the right. The function goes up, right? The graph goes up. Can we see? Okay, so this goes up. The domain is okay for x is from -2 to 1. Okay, we can see -2 to 1. The function increase. So we find for what we say on this interval -2 to 1, the function f is increasing. Okay, that's the question. Thank you.